Hi, it's Niska.
And Bryce. And this is episode 3 of the Cozy Cow podcast.
Did we ever discuss why we decided to call it Cozy Cow?
Because you just typed in Cozy Cow on YouTube and that's the end of that.
I like cows.
Yeah, too much.
Moo.
Well, one thing we talked about this. Well, first off, the question I have is, am I technically the bringer of death?
Why is that?
Because most isekai animes usually the character gets hit by a truck. And considering I'm a truck driver, that makes me technically the bringer of death in Japan, doesn't it?
Only if you don't stop.
And my truck, you don't get reincarnated as just superpowers. You don't get reincarnated as a slime, you get reincarnated as a splat, because I don't drive those little box trucks. I drive big rigs.
What is it called? Truck-kun?
Truck-kun.
How many characters in anime and isekais actually do get killed by a truck, though? Like, the only one that comes to mind off the top of my head is one of the newest animes, Jobless Reincarnation. I can't say the Japanese name. I
was about to say Konosuba, but I realized, no, he didn't actually get hit by the tractor. It was a tractor, and he just...
Oh, yeah, he died super slow. I remember that.
He really pissed himself and died.
He died out of fear.
No, I think the Truck-kun thing came from that, was that zombie saga or whatever?
Oh.
What was it? They got reincarnated. They're not so much reincarnated, they're zombies that are idols. We never watched that anime, but I've seen a lot of it.
So... Personally, when it comes to a character dying in anime from a vehicle, because it was a car, not a truck, the first thing that comes to my mind is Yu Yu Hakusho.
Classic.
That's the oldest one I can think of. And it's not even an isekai.
Yeah. Well, one thing we talked about this week is your new game you got.
Oh, Pokemon Mon.
Pokemon Snap.
Pokemon Snap.
Snap.
Switch. Snap. Damn it, now I want to sing regular show. You never really watched regular show.
I watched it towards the end with you.
Yeah.
When Cartoon Network. When it was good.
Got stories there to tell, that's for sure. But on to what we were talking about. We're trying to talk about Pokemon.
Yep.
Pokemon. Oh my god, I love this new game. So good. It's not really a game that you... say something like Kingdom Hearts, for example. It's not really an action or RPG or fighting or anything like that. It's just nice and peaceful, and the graphics are just so beautiful. Also, if you're someone like me and you played the original for the N64, it's nostalgic as cheese.
Yeah. I've never played the original because I didn't have Nintendo. I had PlayStation.
You didn't have a childhood either.
I had a childhood. I had a PlayStation.
PlayStation's not good enough.
And I had PlayStation 2. I had a Game Boy. I had the original Pokemon game.
Okay. What happened there?
Oh, yeah. Back when I was a kid, I lived in Kansas City, and I was... Okay, when I got into Pokemon, it wasn't the game necessarily, it was the anime. I never got into trading card game. I got the game, but I never could really get into it, but I loved the anime. And I had all these little figures. I even had that, the I Catch You Pikachu, which basically
I Choose You.
I Choose You Pikachu. That basically is just a Furby.
Pikachu.
Yeah, it's a Furby Pikachu.
Pokemon Pikachu.
I'm pretty sure I drove my mom nuts with that damn thing.
I remember mine too.
But May of '99, my mom, we left Kansas City, Kansas to move down to the farm down in Fulton, Kansas, which is just north of Fort Scott, if anybody knows the area.
You lived out in the sticks.
Yeah, pretty much lived out in the country. It didn't meet anybody the whole summer, and then when I went to a school in Mountain City, Kansas. Get this, okay, think about it. Think of 99, 2000, Pokemon's...
Peak.
I wouldn't... peak. It's still kind of up there, but that's when it was really, really super popular. Now imagine going to a school where no one cared for it. In 1999.
I swear those kids were not kids. That is not normal.
Well, most of them probably didn't have cable back then, and, well, no, you could have watched Pokemon if it was on WB. You could have got it on an antenna, but I guess most of them didn't really just watch TV down there.
We had Pokemon banned in our school due to kids stealing cards.
Yeah, no one cared for it. I couldn't, or that, or they just didn't want to hang out with me. So that kind of just killed my love for Pokemon when I was... I really didn't get much into it till I met you, and then we started playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah. Oddly enough, you said that you had the Game Boy games, right? I
had one Game Boy game.
I know. I actually never had the Game Boy games growing up. Like, I actually started with the anime and card games.
Yeah.
Like, I was into that. I didn't actually get into the game until the Game Boy Advance with Ruby and Sapphire. That was my first one.
Oh, yeah, the Pokemon movie, too. I remember, that was one of the few movies I remember my mom taking me to. Because usually when I went and saw movies as a kid, it was my grandparents taking me. But that was the one movie my mom actually took, remember her, because she worked nights like I do now. So her taking me to a movie, it was tough on her. So she took... the one movie I remember her taking me to.
I have fond memories of this little no-name theater that my mom took me to back when I was living in Texas. And I remember the line stretching out all the way into the parking lot.
I don't remember a lot, maybe because she took it. It was like the movie had been out for a couple weeks, and I remember it was like...
I went first day.
It was like a noon movie she took me to, so there was hardly anybody there.
Everyone cried at the end.
Yeah, that movie, sheesh.
It was so good. I could still argue I like it. I watched the remake of it on Netflix.
The CGI?
The CGI one, and I actually still enjoyed it. I didn't care for how the people looked. The Pokemon look pretty good though. They look actually pretty similar to the new Snap game.
From what the trailer looked like, it looked like what was it, Robot Chicken making fun of Pokemon.
Yeah, figurine.
The way the eyes look, they look like they came from Robot Chicken.
I do like, though, there was a little moment in the movie where Brock mentions jelly donuts, and it's like, oh. It went there.
God damn it, 4 kids.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, when I was a kid, and I actually bought that those were jelly donuts. I thought they were like triangle-shaped donuts, because I didn't know what an onigiri was. I've never heard of that.
It was basically, or they just call them rice balls.
I know, but I've never heard of that, and all this time I was believing what 4 kids told me, that those were jelly donuts. I was okay,
I know,
triangle-shaped donuts. That's not normal. It's just I was like, why are they so white?
The powdered donuts?
Very much powdered. And then I was like, why do they have that little black square? I didn't understand that. I thought that was a weird looking jelly donut. But there are such thing as triangle shaped donuts, so I bought what they were selling me.
God, I miss Pokemon back in the day. Like I said, May of '99, that's where I got my Pokemon taken away from me watching TV, and my end of watching Toonami back in the day.
But you got your Pokemon was replaced with something else that we went to today.
Oh yeah, well I thought I'd also talk about this in the podcast, where my love for racing came from.
Vroom vroom.
Yep.
Traku!
Oh god, we're gonna get into that.
Meh.
But basically I never got into racing until my grandfather was a big racing fan. He went to Indianapolis from like the mid-'60s all the way up to the 2000s. He went up to Indy. And then I never could get into racing. He would have it on TV when I go over to visit him, but I never kind of cared for it till I went out to Kansas Speedway when they first built it back in 2001.
I know nothing. To be honest, I only go because he drags me to it, but I enjoy myself. Like the truck races that they had Saturday, I fell in love with a truck that had melons on it.
For the record, it was...
No, I must tell the story. He started at the back, the very back, and I watched him as he journeyed and fought to make it all the way to the front. He could have won. He could have won it all. But one car messed him up because it wrecked right when he was about to win, and they had to continue going. And it's like, no. And then he started having car problems. And then this stupid 51 won. And then I found out the 51 is the 18, the most dreaded car ever.
He is basically the... I'm trying to think how to compare him to what
He's stinky poo-poo face.
He's basically the asshole of NASCAR.
Yeah.
If there's more...
Melon should have won. And then he also won the car race today, too, beating another car that I personally like, the number 4, Kevin Harvick. He hasn't won this year yet, and I was so sad. He came in second to the stupid 18. Oh, so salty.
To be fair, he wasn't doing that good the whole race, but... And looking at my arms, I shouldn't have brought sunscreen.
Oh, yeah, you are red.
This is gonna hurt for the next week.
I at least wore a hat, but my face is a little burnt.
Hey, at least I'm better with the racing now. At least now that I can control what time we get out there and get back. Because I thought I'd tell this story. My grandfather's always one that took me to the races. I remember going to the races in 2001. I didn't go to the Cup race, but I remember going to the... back then it was, I think, the Winston West and the ARCA series. Then in July it was the truck, and back then they had the IRL cars, Indy League cars there. And it sucked because my grandpa was one of those guys. He had to get the closest parking spot possible, which means we got to get out there at 6 in the morning for a race that didn't start till 1 in the afternoon.
Dude, I remember when we were spending the night at your grandfather's when Broccoli's here. Say meow. He won't meow.
No, make him meow.
Don't make him meow.
But
yeah, I remember we went there like super early, and I was sitting there wondering, why are we here at this time? Nothing's open until like noon or
we would get up
something.
there. We would go there at 6 in the morning, get the closest spot. The track gates didn't open until like 10. Hell, the vendors didn't open until like 8 o'clock.
Oh yeah, back when it was fun too. They don't even have any events anymore.
Well, half of that's probably due to COVID. Again, if you've ever been to the Kansas Speedway or any speedway, they always have a little area outside the stands where they line up vendors, and then you got the manufacturers. They have their little
It was still dying out before then, though.
I guess. I mean,
I remember they had that really cool. You test out a truck or something.
They quit doing. I think they quit doing that because people were wrecking cars.
I wonder if someone got hurt then.
Yeah, that's probably why. Because I remember the first year they did that. GM did that, and they were letting people drive around in a Corvette, and there were people getting pulled over, doing burnouts on those damn things.
Wow.
Yeah, that kind of had to come to an end.
I was freaking out because I remember the obstacle course was like...
Oh, that was Toyota. That was something different. They only did that like 1 year.
Yeah, I remember I was in the car with you while you were driving. I was freaking out because it was like those really weird hills and stuff, like off-roading kind of experience, and I felt like we were going to tip over.
But another thing that sucked going out there when my grandpa was doing it, the only way to get there early, especially back when they had the races in June and July, I remember going out there multiple times when it was 100 degrees.
Oh.
Remember how... Did it feel hot for you today?
Actually, no. It was pretty brisk.
Okay. Just imagine it a lot hotter.
I remember we went once when it was hot, and I had to avoid the death bugs.
Where was that at? Oh, that was at our Speedway? Was that at...
Yeah, I was at the R Speedway.
And another thing that bothered me about when he would go out there, we had to leave 20 laps early so we can beat traffic.
I just realized how cherry red your arms are.
Yes, I'm pasty white and I got burnt to a crisp. What about it? What?
I don't know. It's just hypnotizing me.
Stop paying attention to the damn podcast.
Yeah. Meow.
But yeah, it's like, why do we come out here this early to sit out in the blistering ass heat so we can leave 20 minutes early?
Oh yeah, you guys never stayed for the full race. You left like before it ended.
There's a couple races we did stay. I think the the one that comes to my mind, my old favorite driver, Mark Martin, won back in 2005. We stayed to the end because he was leading the whole race. But other than that, we always left early. And if that wasn't bad, Indy was worse. Because, God forbid, my grandfather was paying an extra $50 a night to get a hotel in Indianapolis. No, let's stay in Terre Haute, Illinois, Terre Haute, Indiana, which is 3 hours away. So you know how he likes to get there early to get the parking spot? Add a 3-hour drive on top of that.
Kind of similar to when we were at Anime Central.
Yeah. No, well, yes and no. But, oh my God, we would get up 2 in the morning.
Oh my God.
Get out to the truck. Drive all the way out to Indianapolis. And if anybody's ever been to Indy, that track is 100 years old. So they built a neighborhood around the track.
Was there ever a Pokemon NASCAR?
Probably was.
I want to look that up at some
point.
point.
I guarantee if SpongeBob sponsored a race, I guarantee there's a Pokemon NASCAR car out there.
I know. I was just thinking because I remember the SpongeBob one because we went to that one. It was also creepy how the SpongeBob had its eyes X'd out
on the backstretch where they had the hill.
It was funny.
Why was that? That was just so
Maybe
weird.
someone just graffitied it or something.
It must be, or someone was on drugs when they drew that.
Yeah, I like the Squidward car. That was fun.
Now, to be fair, I left. There's only 2 times when I drove out there that we left early. That's when we went to Martinsville. But a few reasons why. One, we were driving all the way back from Martinsville, Virginia, back to here. I had a 16-hour drive. I was like, do I want to get in traffic, and then drive another 16 hours all the way home? 2, I thought it'd be really good to get really close up to the track. You and me I thought it'd be fun. And it was.
You're talking about how we got pelted with stuff, had to sit and breathe exhaust.
It was fun for like 5 laps.
I had to wear, we bought a shirt at the track. I had to wear that shirt as like a turban or something to keep all the junk off me.
And 3, it was super hot that day.
That was the weirdest thing too, because we just came back from my dad's.
Yeah, we were in your dad's the whole week. It was it was like 60 degrees the whole week in Virginia. It rained most of the days. I was sitting there worried the race is going to get rained out. The day of the race, it stormed the night before, and it's super hot the next day. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, just complete 180.
But I left early because we had the long drive. And the only other time I left the race early was last time we went to Kansas Speedway in October. And that was for the opposite reason. Because it was 10 degrees out there.
Oh, yeah. Freezing cold. So, freezing cold, super hot. If we're lucky, we just get some sunburns like today.
Oh, you feel the melanoma growing. Feel the skin cancer growing.
Hey, at least it's not as bad as when my dad got sunburned and got bubbles on his back. I don't see any bubbles.
I never got that bad. But the best race I think I've ever gone to was not the Kansas Speedways when we went to Talladega, Alabama last year.
Oh, that was fun.
That was a cool race. I've never seen a restrictor plate race. And you'd be sitting where we sat was right at the start-finish line, but we were kind of farther down, so we couldn't see all the way around the track. So you would feel the cars, see them in the tri-oval, and then they would go by.
Weren't we also, falling asleep, too?
Halfway through it. Mainly because our sleep was kind of screwed up that day.
Yeah, we're night people.
Night shift. Anybody who understands ever has a night shift? It's not a shift change. It's a lifestyle change.
And it doesn't help that Walmart's not open 24 hours anymore.
COVID.
Really makes it hard to go grocery shopping.
Yeah, we gotta do it early in the morning when I get off work.
That's a pain.
But
Mew, mew, mew.
Well, I guess we could talk about something else besides racing. The other anime that got us through 2021.
Oh, you're talking about the controversial one.
Is it really controversial? No one's really talking about it.
Some people talked about it, like an Anime Man and stuff.
Redo of Healer, as I like to refer to it. I can't believe it's not hentai.
Man, I watched that thing to completion, so yeah.
First, you watch the uncensored version, which, if anybody watched the uncensored version, you must watch the most boring anime ever.
It wasn't bad. It's just there was parts in it where it's like, what the fuck's even going on?
Especially the episode 2 where they had the wall screen. It's like, you showed me that, then...
The long painting. It's like, why even show that? Oh, it's because they're trying to, extend. They cut out too much, and then it's too short of an episode.
And the only reason why we watch anime is because the anime man was talking about it last year when it was a manga, and he was sitting there talking about the controversy that it was going to bring, and this anime came out and there really wasn't any controversy. I mean, people probably did talk about it, but it's like no one really cared.
Attack on Titan stole that thunder.
Yeah, I mean, and I forget who said it. The reason why people weren't attacking it is because no one's going to defend it. The reason why people attack Attack on Titan or Rising of the Sword Hero, or Shield Hero.
You can't speak.
It's because they usually attack it for really dumb reasons. So what it is they get attacked for attacking it for dumb reasons, and go, oh, poor me. If you attack, no one's going to defend this anime. We know what it is.
It's hentai.
It's hentai.
To be honest, I did enjoy it, though.
Yeah.
Mainly because I'm a deviant.
Yeah, we're both deviants.
Oh, you enjoyed it, too?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. But you take out the sex out of it, it would be kind of a boring anime.
I don't know.
It would be kind of a boring anime.
I don't know. I kind of like the main character. He's like an anti-hero. He gives you a different kind of perspective of someone who just had life kick him so hard that he's like, I'm just going to kick back twice as hard.
Yes, and creates a harem for him. If you have fetishes, this appeals to it.
Yeah. Especially if you're like one of those people who's just like, yeah, it definitely, I don't know. It's hard to explain, I guess. I don't know. But I can't think right now.
Yeah, I think we should call it.
Wish we talked about Pokemon a bit more. I feel like we missed the mark there.
Well, talk about more then.
Pook.
What else you want? What do you want to talk about your game more?
I guess we probably should go ahead and call it, though.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see you on the next episode. Please like and subscribe to our videos. We're trying to grow our channel.
I try to avoid asking for that because I don't want to be annoying.
I'm going to be annoying. Please subscribe to us and have a good day.
Don't do it unless you like us, though.
Man. Please like us.
Don't have to. We're